Down here, traffic can stretch for hours without moving. Up there, it takes minutes. This is the only city in the world with its own dedicated air traffic control just for helicopters, because for the people who can afford it, the sky is the only way to actually get anywhere. This is São Paulo, Brazil's biggest city, and its most divided. By the end of this video, you'll understand why a city of more than 20 million people ended up with the largest helicopter fleet on the planet, and what that single fact reveals about everything else going on beneath it. São Paulo isn't just big, it's one of the largest cities on Earth by population, with its metropolitan area home to over 20 million people. It's the financial and economic engine of Brazil, even though Brasilia holds the title of capital. The skyline goes on seemingly forever. Unlike cities built around a single dramatic tower or landmark, São Paulo's identity is its sheer, relentless density, block after block of high-rises with no clear center, stretching in every direction. It's also one of the most diverse cities in the Americas, shaped by waves of immigration from Italy, Japan, the Middle East, and across Brazil itself, making it home to one of the largest Japanese populations outside Japan, and one of the largest Italian-descended populations outside Italy. São Paulo's explosive growth traces back to the coffee boom of the late 19th century, when the surrounding region became one of the world's largest coffee producers. That wealth funded railways, attracted waves of immigrant labor, and laid the groundwork for industrialization in the 20th century. By the mid-1900s, São Paulo had transformed from a coffee town into Brazil's industrial and financial core, and the population growth never really stopped. Today it functions less like a single city and more like a sprawling economic region, pulling in people from across Brazil and beyond in search of opportunity. That growth, though, came faster than the city's infrastructure could keep up with, and that gap is where our central story begins. Here's the headline fact: São Paulo has more registered helicopters, more helipads, and more daily helicopter flights than any other city in the world, more than New York, more than Tokyo. Some neighborhoods see a helicopter pass overhead every few minutes. The reason is almost entirely about traffic. São Paulo's roads carry millions of vehicles every day, and congestion here has produced some of the most extreme traffic jams ever recorded anywhere on the planet. For executives and the wealthy, a car trip that takes over an hour can become a 5-minute helicopter hop between rooftop helipads. So the city built around it, dedicated helicopter air corridors, rooftop helipads on office towers and luxury apartments, and the only urban helicopter-specific air traffic control system in the world. It's efficient. It's also a striking symbol of inequality, an elite literally flying above the same gridlock that the rest of the city sits in every single day. That contrast isn't limited to the sky. São Paulo holds some of the highest concentrations of wealth in Latin America alongside significant poverty and informal housing on its outskirts. Gated luxury towers often sit within view of dense, lower-income neighborhoods, a visual reminder of how unevenly the city's growth has been distributed. It's a pattern common to many fast-growing megacities, but in São Paulo it's made unusually visible, quite literally, from the air. Despite the traffic and the inequality, São Paulo remains the cultural and economic heartbeat of Brazil. It has one of the largest concentrations of restaurants and culinary diversity of any city in the world, fueled by its immigrant history. Neighborhoods like Liberdade reflect its Japanese heritage, while Bela Vista carries strong Italian influence. It's also Brazil's business capital in every meaningful sense, headquarters for major banks, media companies, and corporations across Latin America are concentrated here, which is part of why the helicopter economy exists in the first place. This is where the money moves fastest. São Paulo is a city defined by scale and contrast, one of the world's great economic engines, sitting on top of some of its most visible inequality. The helicopters above it aren't just a curiosity. They're a window into how a city this large solves its problems differently depending on who you are and what you can afford. It may not be the Brazil most people picture. But it might be the Brazil that explains the most. If you want more cities that reveal more than they show on the surface, subscribe, there's a lot more of the world to uncover.